Georgia, Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Dogs want to crank the tempo.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
You reach this portion of the season, in games like this, top 5 showdown can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. If you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Georgia sends out the punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today. And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. Toss sweep to the right. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's back. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Etienne. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Humphries. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to throw, it's back. They're bringing heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Georgia going up tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Etienne. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Wants to go up top. On the run, still looking. Hit hard, just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Gets away. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Dart. He's got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bentley. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. On the move is the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, it's Dart. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. It's complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it again. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes to the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Fires to the big fella. There's a live football. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the wet.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Back to throw, it's Dart. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Bentley. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Dart. Gonna let it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
It might be a good thing that he sailed that one and wasn't accurate, because obviously 2 defenders, double-teaming the wide receiver, not letting him get open. And the quarterback, I mean, it was a good miss. As an OC, I'm going, all right, that's a good miss.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's back to throw on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Dart. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Brings up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Dart. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. The hand to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defensive guy, you chase, and you always want to get to the quarterback. You want to know how to make it a little bit better? Get to him and cause that fumble. Man, there's nothing better.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Headed to the end zone. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They want to run this quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Rebels. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Washington is in major trouble today. The folks out there in Seattle are heading for the exits with more determination than a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. They're trailing by 20 to Iowa State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's running in the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Dropping back, it's Dart. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. The 40. Smashes through. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake, obviously.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys set.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Quarterback will audible. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 49, Ole Miss 13.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground, he's got it again. Dances away from one. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Looking downfield, it's Dart coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Frazier. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing and build this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
It's complete. A huge pickup.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's dark. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To give as they work on that clock.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Etienne. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Can anyone catch him? He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
2nd and goal coming up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. He's taking a deep shot. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Simmons. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick pass on the fly motion. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably...